Hello everyone, this is a video lecture for College Algebra, Math 1414, Section 3.6, Inequalities. Inequalities. So when I say inequality, I'm saying less than, greater than, less than or equal to, greater than or equal to. I'll often say the word alligators because the alligator always eats the bigger one. So like as an example, 2 and 3, and you're saying, well, what goes in the middle there? Chomp chomp, because he's really hungry alligator. He's going to eat 3 things rather than just 2, whatever those things are. So anyways, that's the idea with inequalities. And so let's just do this thing. 3, 6, 3. I have x minus 4 and x plus 3 is less than 0. Now, there's 2 different things that they want here. Part A, they want an interval answer. And then part B, they want like I guess you can call it like a number line kind of answer. And they'll have all these different multiple choice things to kind of work with. Not too hard. Honestly, first off, I'm going to solve for x. Like, imagine that this is instead of saying less than 0 or greater than 0, I'm going to say equals 0. Let's just say. And so then I have x equals 4 and x equals negative 3. Those are my important numbers I'm going to be looking out for. And in particular, on a number line, because it's kind of like what they're wanting answer-wise, negative 3 is right here, 4 is over here, and all I'm wanting to know is which of these intervals will work. And so this interval over here will be negative infinity all the way to negative 3. On this side in between, we got negative 3 to 4, and then we got 4 to infinity. I want to know which of these are actual working answers, okay? How we do that is we're going to test. We're going to test each interval. What's an easy number that's less than negative 3? Well, I don't know. Negative 4. That's less than negative 3. Let's just see what happens when I plug the negative 4 into the original equation. Notice the original with the inequality and all that. So I got a negative 16. Oh, that's a negative 8. A negative 8 and a negative 1. But notice 2 negatives make a positive. Is a positive number less than 0? No. So this is not a working interval. Okay, let's keep going. What's an easy number between negative 3 and 4? 0. Very good. You should always pick something easy. Maybe 1, I guess. 0 minus 4. 0 plus 3. What I got here is a negative 12. Is negative 12 less than 0? Yeah! So I like that interval. We'll use that in my answer. Last one. What's an easy number that's more than 4? I don't know. 5. So I got 5 minus 4. And, scroll over. And 5 plus 3 less than 0. So I've got 1 times 8. Is 8 less than 0? No. So that's not my answer. This is my only answer. And so they say, hey, what's the answer? In interval notation. And you're going to put negative 3 to 4. That's your answer for part A. For part B, you're wanting to do a negative 3 and 4, but with some parentheses and kind of like bold line between them. Looks kind of like that, but in blue. All right, awesome. So I have a little note here on my paper. It says that if they used the less than or equal to or greater than or equal to, you're going to use square braces instead. So when you have these, use a square brace. If you got the regular alligators, you're going to use the parentheses. That's kind of like just a guideline. Heck, there's not even any words in there. Just a guideline. Let's keep going. It's 3, 6, 11. So I got 5x squared plus 31x minus 28 is, is less than or equal to 0. Same kind of thing here. I'm wanting to say, can I factor this? Can I solve for x? How am I supposed to do that? Well, I'm going to use quadratic formula. What? Why all of a sudden quadratic formula? Where'd that come from? Well, Audrey, you try to factor that thing. I can't do it. I'm sure there is an easy way. I just don't know it. 2 times 5. So I'm going to simplify this like really quick, like, because we've done this a couple times. You know the drill. We got this guy here. And when I put that into the calculator, scientific calculator and all that stuff, I actually get a straight up like a number, 39. And so then I got 31 plus 39 all over 10, which is equal to 4/5. And then I've got also, so there's one of them. And then I got the other one here is negative 31 minus 39 all over 10, which yields a negative 7. So these are my two x values that are important to me. Again, I'm going to set up my number line and start testing these intervals. And so I got negative 7, and I got 4/5. And I want to see some numbers in there. So let's test some numbers. What's an easy number over here? Let's just say negative 8. It's an easy number, and I'm going to plug it into the original. So plug it back into the original, negative 8, and that should be less than or equal to 0. What I get is, calculator, 5 times negative 8 squared. And I got 44. Is 44 less than or equal to 0? No. What's an easy number in here? Oh, I don't know. Let's try 0. And if you do that, you get 0 plus 0 minus 28 is less than or equal to 0. Is that a true statement? Yes. Cool. And then finally over here, what's an easy number past 4/5? 1. I don't know, 1. And you'll end up getting a positive number. Again, is a positive number less than or equal to 0? No. And so there's a pattern, I'm going to say, with a lot of these questions, not every one of them. Doesn't work, works, doesn't work, works. In other ways, works, doesn't work, works, doesn't work. A lot of times, not every time, a lot of times they alternate. And so I would still double check everything, but you kind of see what you would expect, okay? At least with these problems. This is my only working interval, and notice that I got negative 7 to 4/5, but because we had the equal sign in our original, I'm going to include these numbers with square braces. That's your part A. Your part B is that number line, same idea, negative 7, 4/5, and you're just going to see the square braces now with some stuff in between. Okay, cool. Let's do another one. We've only had the ones that are on the inside. What about an outside one, right? X squared plus 7x is greater than or equal to 0. And so we can factor out an x. That's pretty easy. I got x equals 0 and x equals a negative 7. And those are my important numbers. And then I'm going to graph it. I got negative 7. Here's a 0. And I'm going to test each number. Or test each interval. What's an easy number what's an easy number that's less than 7? Oh, I don't know. Negative 8. Less than negative 7 with negative 8. So testing negative 8, I'm going to plug it into the original. Negative 8 squared plus 7 times negative 8. Is that greater than or equal to 0? Well, here we got positive 64, and I think that's a 50-something, right? 7 times 8, 56. And that is a positive number, so I like that now. What's an easy number that's between negative 7 and 0? What about negative 1? Again, you can't use 0 because you already have it. So negative 1, negative 1. So here we got positive 1, but then a negative 7. Is that greater than or equal to 0? No. Works, doesn't work, works, doesn't work. Okay, and then finally, what's an easy number past 0 is a positive 1. And so is 1 plus 7 greater than or equal to 0? Yes, we like that as well. So we got two answers. I'm going to say negative infinity all the way to negative 7. But notice that because I had the equal sign down here, use a square brace on any kind of number you have, okay? And then I'm going to do a union. Union is like the glue to hold it all together. Kind of like comma separated, but just way better. And then again, square brace 0 to infinity. That's my answer. Number line wise, we got something that'll look like this. Square braces, and then some line here, and a square brace, and then a line over here. Okay, there's your part B answer. Cool. 3, 6, 43. I got x minus 4 divided by x minus 9 is greater than 0. And so from the top, I see x equals 4, and this is a 0. But in the bottom, I got x equals 9 as a vertical asymptote. Both of these numbers are important. Both of these numbers are important to you, okay? And that's, again, I don't know if they're all zeros or not or whatever, but I'm looking for important numbers for my number line, and I can set up my intervals, just like every other time. So we got negative infinity all the way to 4. I got 4 to 9, and I got 9 to infinity. So let's test each one of these intervals. What is an easy number that's less than 4? What about 0? That's an easy number, right? 0. So I got 0 minus 4. Ooh, sorry, I zoomed in a little bit there. Okay, there we go. Either way, and then 0 minus 9. Notice that, that's greater than 0. Notice that the two negatives will make a positive. So yes, that's a good one. Okay, what's an easy number over here between 4 and 9? Let's say 5. That's an easy number. 5 minus 4. 5 minus 9. So I got 1 divided by negative 4. Is that greater than 0? No. So that's not going to work. Last one, let's test what's more than 9? 10. So I got 5 minus the 10. Got 5 minus the not. No, not 5. Wait. Hold on. It's x. I got 10 minus the 4. Yes. 10 minus the 9. Okay, there we go. And greater than 0. So I got 6 over 1. Is that greater than 0? Yes. Works, doesn't work, works, doesn't work. Okay, cool. So my answers then, I'm going to try to zoom out a little bit here. My answers then would be the negative infinity to the 4, and then from 9 to infinity. Okay, I got to show you one more type of problem like this. So I'm going to do it right quick with you. 3, 6, 47. I hope that you're seeing that this is very repetitious. I mean, it really is the same problem like 10 times, and then you're done with this homework. So from the top, it's kind of a little different. Just making sure you're okay with this. I'm going to solve for x by adding x on both sides. So x is equal to 1. This is my 0. And then in the bottom, we got x equals 9, and that's a vertical asymptote. So these guys right here, those are my important numbers. I set up my number line. I say right here, there's a 1. Right over here, there's a 9. And I want to know which of these will work. So let's start testing some numbers. What's less than 1? 0. Very good. 0 plus 1, 0 minus 9. Is that greater than or equal to 0? And that would be a no. Okay. And then I've got, what's an easy number between 1 and 9? Let's say 2. 2 plus 1. Yeah, 2 plus 1. 2 minus 9. Is that greater than or equal to 0? Hold on. Wait. Did I write something down wrong? Oh, yeah. It's a negative. Right there. Negative x. I almost messed up. That's technically a negative 0 right there, right? Okay. Whew. Now it makes more sense. I'm like looking at my notes, like something's wrong here. So I got negative 1 over negative 7. Notice that the two negatives are going to cancel, make a positive. So yes, that's good. What's a number that's easy that's past 9? Well, I don't know. What about 10? And so I'm going to say negative 10 plus 1. 10 minus the 9. And so what I have here is a negative 9 over a positive 1. Is that greater than or equal to 0? No. Again, you can see the pattern. So this is my answer, and I'm going to say 1 to 9. And it'll say, The reason why is because we have an equal sign. Oh, okay, so then it's going to be 1 to 9. I only got one more attempt, and I'm really nervous now. What's going on? Well, hold on. That 0 we can always include, but a vertical asymptote, you always exclude. Okay? So sometimes include, always exclude. I'm going to write sometimes right here. And in this particular case, we're including that one because we say to, but always exclude this guy. So here's a final algorithm-ish kind of pattern formula thing. So here we go. If you have a 0, which is, again, that's when the top is equal to 0, you're going to use, if you got the bearded alligators, I say bearded because they got a little beard on them, beard, like, you know, like a beard on a person's face. Okay, moving on. It sounds fast, so moving on. If you got one of these guys, square braces, if you're a regular alligator, you're going to use the parentheses. Cool. But if you have a vertical asymptote, that's, again, whenever the bottom equals 0, you're going to always use the parentheses because you cannot include them. You always have to exclude them. Okay, so that's kind of like my formula for this. So if you go back, 1 and 9 are my answers, but this guy was a 0 and this guy was a vertical asymptote. And so my zeros, again, this time I was including them because I got my little beard on my alligator. But then vertical asymptotes, you always exclude them, and that is your final answer. Whew. All right. Cool. I have one last problem. Let's talk about this. I got S of t. There's a lot of words, by the way. S of t is equal to negative 16t squared plus 64t plus 50. And they say find when the height exceeds 50 feet. Okay. What? This is your height. This is your height. And they say, when is this height here exceeding 50 feet? Quick answer is that what you want to do is set this equal to 50. And then you're going to look for the numbers in between, and it's the ones that, well, it's in between, honestly. You set it equal to 50, and then you start solving for t and stuff. What's going on? I don't think they have a picture, but there's a person on top of a roof, and they're throwing a ball in the air, and it's coming back down. And so for some time, we're exceeding, we're above this starting line of 50, okay? So this in-between stuff. Where does it end? What time is it? Not how high, when in time, like 1 second, 2 seconds, 3 seconds, 4 seconds, 5 seconds, 6 seconds. Something kind of like that. Okay? How long does it take for it to fall down? Well, notice that we got minus 50 on both sides. It's equals 0. I could factor some stuff out. What about a negative 16t? What that leaves me with is t minus 4. Now, here's the thing. I factored out a negative, so I'm changing the signs on the inside. Okay, so watch out for that. And I got 2 answers. From this guy, I got 0. Again, the 16 in the front doesn't really matter. And then here, we got a 4. We got from 0 seconds to 4 seconds. And that's your answer. So there's a multiple choice on this guy. And you're going to click the one that says between t equals 0, t equals 4, and you're looking for the word excluding. Excluding. You have to have that word in there. And the reason why is because it was exceeding. The wording is that you're exceeding, therefore you need to exclude those points. Okay? Exceed, exclude. Okay, awesome. That's it. We're done. We're done with Chapter 3. Whew. Thank you very much. Have a great day.